Boswellia was first mentioned in 1500 BC in the Ebers Papyrus, an Egyptian medical papyrus on herbal knowledge for its use as medicine. Legend has it that Boswellia resin represents the tears of Horus, who was the son of Osiris and Isis, the king and queen of Egypt at that time. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I cover about uses as well as scientific evidence of various types of plants and parts of plants for humans' health benefits. Like other posts, today I cover about a common compound that has been used in Ayurveda or Indian traditional medicine for thousands of years. This compound, or rather resin, is called Boswellia serrata. Its other names are Indian frankincense and olibanum. There are multiple species of the Boswellia shrub which grows in the dry regions of India, Africa, and Madagascar. The various species of Boswellia shrub are commercially of high value and is used as the base in the production of balm, incense, perfume, myrrh, and even in food production. Boswellia resin was mentioned in many ancient texts as a prized item and comparable to ivory and gold. Boswellia was first mentioned in 1500 BC in the Ebers Papyrus, an Egyptian medical papyrus on herbal knowledge for its use as medicine. Legend has it that Boswellia resin represents the tears of Horus, who was the son of Osiris and Isis, the king and queen of Egypt at that time. Roman and Greek ancient texts also described of how this resin was exported to China, North Africa, and Rome. Celsus, a 2nd century Greek philosopher, suggested on using frankincense for an antidote for hemlock and also used in the treatment of wounds, and when mixed with leek juice could stop internal bleeding. Prisoners who were condemned to death were given wine mixed with Boswellia to numb the senses, which was described in the Babylonian Talmud of the 3rd and 6th centuries. In the 11th century, Avicenna started the use of frankincense in the treatment of infection and inflammation of the urinary tract and can be used in patients with amnesia and dementia. In India, Boswellia was used in the treatment of arthritis, asthma, Crohn's disease, and various inflammatory conditions. In Kenya, it was used to stop bleeding in the urine from schistosomiasis infections, which is a disease caused by parasitic worms. Boswellia is considered to have a tranquilizing effect and its uses in Ethiopia. In China, it is used to treat various skin issues including sores and bruises. So, I've covered on its traditional uses. What does scientific evidence has so far yielded specifically for Boswellia serrata or Indian frankincense? Research has shown that Boswellia has more than 200 compounds in its resin. However, the key ones that are thought to be the most powerful acid is what is called acetyl 11-keto-beta boswellic acid, or known as AKBA. In a 2001 clinical trial, it was illustrated that Boswellia could be effective in treating Crohn's disease. In this study, an extract of Boswellia called H15 was compared against a drug called mesalamine, which is an anti-inflammatory prescription medicine. There are also studies showing that it could help with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. Boswellia has also shown positive outcomes on its use in treating asthma patients, as boswellic acid can prevent the production of leukotrienes in the body. Leukotrienes actually cause inflammation in the body, which can trigger asthma symptoms. A 1998 study showed that Boswellia helped to reduce asthma symptoms. Other research has illustrated how Boswellia can promote the positive immune balancing condition from the triggers of allergens that comes from the environment in asthmatic patients. Boswellia has also shown positive effects in studies of patients that has osteoarthritis or OA. In a 2003 study, it was found that 30 people with OA knee pain who took Boswellia experienced a decrease in their knee pain and an increase in the distance of how far they could walk, and also in knee flexion. In another study, it was found that OA knee pain decreased after consuming Boswellia for 90 days and also decreased the levels of cartilage degrading enzyme. In one study that was published from the Journal of Rheumatology showed that it helped rheumatic arthritis or RA patients in reducing joint swelling. Some studies showed that Boswellia may interfere with the autoimmune process, which could help explain its effectiveness in treatment in RA. Boswellic acid is also thought to be effective in the prevention of certain enzymes from negatively impacting DNA and inhibit cancer growth. Various studies have shown that Boswellia could limit the growth and spread of brain tumor cells, malignant leukemia, and advanced breast cancer cells. It was also observed in another study that it helped with the suppression of the invasion of pancreatic cancer cells. Additionally, boswellia was also shown that it may be effective in the treatment of Parkinson's disease, based on a study in 2019. Some research in animals illustrated that it may protect brain neurons and enhance motor functions and has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Dosage-wise, it is recommended to consume around 300 to 500 milligrams 2 or 3 times a day, and the dosage for inflammatory bowel disease or IBD is deduced to be higher. The Arthritis Foundation of America suggests to consume 300 to 400 milligrams 3 times per day for brands that has a minimum content of 60% boswellic acids. Some experts also suggest that boswellia be taken in combination with ginger and turmeric. As always, some compounds need to be used with caution in some category of individuals. Hence, it's always important to seek the advice of a healthcare professional before consuming herbal therapy. Some of the side effects observed with boswellia are diarrhea, acid reflux, nausea, and skin rashes. Because boswellia can encourage the production of blood flow to the pelvis and uterus, it could bring about miscarriage in pregnant women. Additionally, boswellia could interact with certain medications from the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs or NSAIDs class of drugs like aspirin, ibuprofen, and naproxen. Some believe that those who are taking blood-thinning drugs like warfarin should also avoid consuming boswellia. Well, I hope you've enjoyed learning about Boswellia serrata and its health benefits today. If you like my content, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this from me. Take care, everybody.